In today's video, we're going to be discussing the legwork in your golf swing and how that's going to affect your swing path. And I'm going to give you a couple of fantastic exercises to do in the comfort of your own home. Make sure you check this video out. Welcome back to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, in my back garden. Today's video, again, at home, how to practice, because we're actually all trying to stay safe from the coronavirus, and I hope you guys are. I'm filming a number of videos focusing around how to get better at golf in the comfort of your own garden, or even some drills that you can do in the house if the weather's not as nice as today. I am, while I'm on the subject, filming daily videos on Instagram and Facebook. They're a little bit shorter, just giving you some quick drills that you can do at home. I'll go into a little bit more detail here on my YouTube channel, but make sure you check out those daily videos, daily content. The info's coming along the bottom of the screen here for my social media. And if you do find this video of use, hit the thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel to never miss any more videos. Again, at least a couple of instructional videos a week. So we're going to be discussing balance in your golf swing, your leg work, and how that's actually affecting your swing path. So I've got here a couple of balance cushions that you can easily get hold of, but if you haven't and you're struggling to get anything from the shops, I'm just going to show you how using something around a broomstick size, so it doesn't really matter what it is, a mop handle, broomstick size, anything like that on the ground can do a similar job. And while before we get really going into this, let's just discuss what we're really looking for and the faults that I tend to see when balance is off. So when someone's pressure is too much into the heels, we tend to see the club working a little bit too much in and behind them. That often gets the club face open, which is a very destructive thing in a golf swing. When that face gets open, we end up normally having to use a lot of hands and arms to try and recover. When someone's pressure's into the heels, we tend to get the club following suit, so working too much around your body. Often that causes a reaction in the downswing. I was coaching someone the other day who actually had the pressure into his heels, but had the club moving out too far away from him, a lot of disconnection. He was a very sporty guy, and I wondered whether it was really just a reaction to that, knowing that the pressure was too much into the heels. The reaction to try and maintain balance was almost pushing the club away from him. But what you normally see, I would say 8 times out of 10, is when the pressure's into the heels, the club working too much around the body, pressure towards the toes, the club working a little bit too steep, too vertical, and often a reaction on the downswing here. So just using a couple of balance cushions or whatever you can stand on that's going to throw out your balance works really well on where your pressure is. So we know if my pressure's to the toes, I'm going to feel like I'm going to fall forwards, pressure towards the heels. We want to be very even in our setup from heel toe, and we want to be able to make a backswing where we maintain our balance. So the pressure is moving towards my trail foot, my right side furthest away from the target, but my pressure still feels quite even, 50-50. And I'd start just by doing an exercise like this. Put the club shaft across your shoulders, focus on a ball, and just make some backswing movements where we're focusing on a ball, winding up to our backswing, feeling the pressure move towards our trail foot, furthest away from the target, but still quite even. It's very tough on these. What we want to be able to do on the downswing is shift our pressure to the middle of our lead foot, so again still 50-50, and as we wind into impact, the pressure should move into my lead heel. So if the pressure moves more into my heel, my toe will lift, and you'll feel that. So it's great to do it with the club across your shoulders. It's great then to do some swings just very slowly, and you will need to do them slowly. Hopefully your balance is better than mine. Winding up, feeling the pressure very even through the trail foot. My legs are working very hard, pressure shifting towards the middle of my lead foot, and as I wind into impact, more in towards my lead heel. So at impact, you'll feel a bit more onto your trail toe and lead heel. The pressure will actually be moving almost to the left because our body is unwinding, is opening, that we really want to see. I wouldn't say hit golf balls on this. This is a fantastic drill just to do some slow exercises, so it could be at home in the house. Now, if you haven't got access to those or to be able to grab them, about 20-30 quid for a pair, available on Amazon or all other stores if you're able to get stuff. Obviously a lot of shops are shutting down. If not, a broomstick, a mop handle, anything around that size that you can stand on. And the idea here is we're going to be standing on the cane or the broom handle, whatever it might be, and it's going to go through about the centre of your shoes. And if your toes lift, you know your pressure's heels. If your heels lift, you know your pressure's toes. So we're trying to make a swing where we're feeling like we can be very even, almost tap our foot heel toe, so our pressure's in the right position. Our pressure is going to move towards the middle of our lead foot, and then it's going to move more into my lead heel as I unwind. And we can easily use this to hit some shots, which is what I'm going to start by doing. So let me stand about the right distance away from the ball. That's not bad, actually. So I'm going to actually just hit one on the cane here, and then I'd hit some taking it away and try and get that same feeling. It's crazy. Once you've done some of those drills, you'll really get the sensation of where your pressure is. And we want that pressure, again, to be very even, heel toe. We want it to shift our pressure towards our trail foot, furthest away from the target, but still be quite even. We want to shift it towards our lead foot and be very even, and then more into our lead heel. And that will be the ideal movement. I see a lot of people who shift into their heels and then out in towards their toes and make all sorts of mistakes, and that really affects their swing path. So when you're doing something like this, maybe take the pace out of it a little bit, do a little bit slower, but I'm just going to do some practice moves, getting the sensation that my pressure is very even, moving towards my lead foot very even, and then moving more into my heel, and I'll feel like and even see that my toe is lifted. So let's give this a go, just no pace. So definitely got that sensation there by taking the speed out of it, that I was shifting the pressure. Now I can build that speed up or move that cane now away. And as I said, once you've done that, you'll definitely get the feeling of where your pressure is, nice and even through that trail foot, shifting towards my lead foot, but still even, moving into my lead heel as my body unwinds and opens. It's a feeling rather than you thinking about it consciously, and that's why some at-home exercise would be great. So getting that pressure correct is really going to help your swing path without thinking about it. It's going to help you swing on that nice line that we want, that we're not working too steep, too vertically, or getting the club working behind us too much, too shallow. So just focusing on pressure is very key to swing path, and it's definitely going to help you improve your game. If you have enjoyed that video, if it has helped you out, as I said, hit the thumbs up, share it with as many other golfers as you can, and do subscribe to my channel to never miss any more content. Cheers guys, we'll see you soon.